G'day folks, welcome to Inside Big V. Great to have your company again. Justin Nelson with you, joining me as always, Hammer Cowling. Get set for this bloke. And I'll tell you what, the one man who was actually introduced during a game last week as Sweet Cal Chambers. Cal Chambers is with us again. Can you believe that?
There's some very sharp courtside announcer down at McKinnon. I'm pretty happy with that response.
Now, some feedback from last week. Someone had a go at my dress sense last week. I was in a polo shirt, you're in a suit jacket. I've changed. Just be warned, if you're going to have a go at me about my dress sense, I'm from the 80s and I love living there.
Yeah. Where did you borrow that jacket from? That's what I want to know. And where did you get that hair?
Thank you. Matty Snowball played game number 200 last week. Fantastic player. I actually called him 8 o'clock last Saturday morning for a radio interview. Bad move.
No, a very bad move. Anyone could have advised you not to do that, mate. You don't go near Matty Snowball in the morning.
Not before 5:30 in the afternoon. Scoring spree last week. Bulleen Hume City, 240 points, 187 shots, 78 foul shots, 13 plays scored in double digits. Do they play defence down there or what?
A little bit obsessive about going back to the 48-minute game, mate. That's what I'm worried about.
So what did they do?
Well, I really don't know.
Well, I heard they played triple overtime.
Yeah, well,
just added 15 on.
I just want everything they could eke out of it.
Almost a big result last week. Ringwood Hawks, I heard, crashed quicker than Matthew Hammer Cowling in a nightclub last week.
How would you know if I crash in a nightclub
I've seen you. Don't worry about that. Geelong 29-11 in the last quarter. Ringwood had them.
Yeah, look, Ringwood should have had them and should have had them on toast by the looks of the stat sheet. But, hey, Geelong nailed 12 shots in the last period to come all over.
Bang. All done.
All done.
Mildura, Vanessa Power, 31 points again last week. 3 times this season she's hit 31. Sweet Cal, how many threes has Vanessa Power hit for the season? I'm thinking it's up there.
Yep, she's knocked down 29 trays from 66 attempts. Good enough for 53%. You just can't leave her open because she'll just knock it down.
Well, she hit 7 last week, and I heard her form was so good, she hit 2 from the change rooms at halftime and 1 from the aftermatch. That's up there.
Knowing Vanessa's every chance of that. Great girl, been around the league a long time. 4 years at college. She's a great Mildura story, mate.
Blackburn defeated Latrobe City last week in D2 men. 53 points. Where did that come from?
Yeah, who knows? And 36 in the last quarter to 7. That's a massive fade from the energy.
Good on them. Well done to Blackburn.
Fantastic for the Vikings.
Great win. Now, we're going to head out to Sweet Cal because Sweet Cal caught up with Belinda and Cora earlier today. Now, let me just say that we did try to tee up Daryl Neal to come on, but he's not in town.
Yeah, disappointed Daryl couldn't be here for this.
Let us down, so we're going to catch up with Belinda and Cora instead. Here's Sweet Cal.
G'day guys, I'm here with Keilor star Belinda and Cora to ask a few questions. Yes, star. First of all, what does an average day encompass in your workplace here at Flemington Racecourse?
Working at the VRC is quite interesting actually. I think there's never a day that's the same. Obviously working on such a major event in the Melbourne Cup Carnival is something that I'm very proud of, so never a dull day. I cover everything from private race day functions here through to syndicated dining over Melbourne Cup Carnival, so always busy.
Keilor season so far, how do you rate how the girls have gone so far?
Unbelievably proud of the girls. I think that certainly moved forward from last year. Really excited about what this season holds for us. But at the same time, I think there's been a little bit of disappointment over the last couple of weeks in not being able to string together a really decent 4 quarters. But I think the best thing is that we know that. We know where we can improve and we know how we can make things better. And it's just about training well and going back and doing the simple things well. And I think that if we can continue to make a commitment to that and to each other, things are going to get really exciting for us at Keilor this year.
Well, you were Player of the Month for April, had a really good month. Then it sort of trailed off a bit this month and there's some suggestions that you think we've jinxed you.
Devon gave me a call and said, Belinda, we'd like to have a little bit of a chat with you, to which I said yes. I had I suppose, a couple of games that I was pretty proud of. And things sort of took a turn for the worst. But again, I think the girls at Keilor are so committed to one another that the beauty about what we've got there is that we've really been able to bandy together. And Steve, our coach, continues to talk about the fact that with such a strong team, such a great bench, we're in a position to really each make a contribution, and that's what it's come down to, is each girl getting on the floor and making an impact every game. So, that's not all about me.
Good on you, Cal. Thanks for that. And let me just say, straight off the top, Belinda and Cora, Sweet Cal Chambers, different leagues.
It's not a match made in
No.
heaven. Let me just tell you that right now.
Kel, did you feel a bit out of your depth out there with the very wonderful and lovely Belinda and Cora?
Look, mate, I just go and ask the questions. That's all I do. That's my job, and there's nothing more to it than that.
He's blushing off camera, let me tell you, big time. Speaking of McKinnon, and I say speaking of McKinnon because I do believe Sweet Kel's got a bit of influence down there.
Yeah, there's a bit of contact.
McKinnon defeated Keilor last week, D2 men, by 23 points.
On a
Good
roll.
win. Good
On a
win.
roll.
Marcus Timmins, lazy 22 and 16. Sam Harron scored 23. Callum Chambers hit the court. Played 4 minutes.
Yep.
How did he go?
I'm hearing officially 2 turnovers.
2?
But my understanding is...
Well, how many points?
No, my understanding... I'm not going to talk about that.
How many rebounds?
I'm not going to talk about that.
Steals, assists.
Look, I just
Was
want
there
to...
anything else other than 2 turnovers?
Yeah, but we need to talk about the statisticians
Okay,
because I think they robbed him. My understanding is he had 3 turnovers.
He had 3 turnovers.
Let's do one more thing on that. What the hell is Marcus Timmins doing, only scoring 22 and 16 in that division?
Good point. Nail biters last week. D3 men. Camberwell's John White hits a 3-pointer with 6 seconds to go. Camberwell up by a point over Melton. Thanks for coming.
Great story. You'll talk about it at nightclubs for the next 15 years.
Matthew Roche out of Coburg probably won't be visiting a nightclub for the next 15 years. He had a 2-point attempt with 1 second remaining against Whittlesea. Whittlesea get up by a point.
Well, there you go. The paces are up. That's how it is. I just hope it wasn't a layup. He'll pay for that at training.
Longest winning streak at the moment. Mildura D3 men, Warrnambool D1 women, McKinnon D2 women, 10 each.
Fantastic.
It's fair. What's happening with the Farmers? What's going up at Horsham? Longest losing streak, 10 at the moment.
For me, this is gutting. Horsham have been awesome in this league for a long, long time, mate. Up and down the divisions, played at the highest level, played at the lowest level, but always been fantastic. And to see them lose 10 in a row is really heartbreaking.
Let's hope they bounce back. Big inside, Big V jinxes, apologies from last week. We do need to make a couple of apologies, don't we?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of people we really need to lay it down for.
Well, look, we're sorry. Kevin Smith up at Mildura. We built you up big time. Delivered 12 points last week.
Yeah, but you know what? He won.
Yeah, well, they won.
They won.
Yeah, he won.
His team's happy.
Rod Sweeney, our apologies, mate.
This is a sad story.
We built the Youth League women up, 10 in a row. Bombed out, lost.
Yeah, not good. Sorry about that, Rod. Our apologies.
Okay, that time of the week again. Let's see who he's going to nail. Here's Hammer's Graph.
Okay, thanks, Yap. Little bit different with Hammer's Graph this week. We're going to tell you up front it belongs to Mark Perotta. He was a little bit upset last week about the lid comments. He didn't like the fact that I'd revealed the Facebook conversation. When I told him I had evidence and had taken a screenshot, he backed away in a hurry. But this week we've done the survey, we've talked to the people and the fans at Chelsea. We want to know what Mark Perotta does in a 24-hour period. And here are our answers. It's pretty easy, guys. For the first 8 hours of any 24-hour period, he talks about the Chelsea girls. For the second 8 hours of the 24-hour period, he talks about the Chelsea boys. And he stays awake that extra 8 hours every single 24 hours to talk about both of them. There you go, folks. 24 hours with Mark Perotta on the Hammer's Graph.
Good on you, Hammer. Thanks, mate. I'll tell you what, there's every chance Mark Perotta may just be donning the Freddy Krueger gear, mate, and visiting you in your nightmares this week.
I'm not worried about Mark Perotta, mate.
Let's have a look at the big games coming up this week. State Championship man, cracker of a round 2. Diamond Valley in 3rd, Melbourne in 4th, Saturday night. Who's going to win?
I'll go DV.
State Championship women, big weekend for Melbourne. They're on the way back. They've won their last 4 this weekend. They play Diamond Valley 2nd position Saturday night, Geelong 1st position Sunday. Make or break for the Tigers. I'm
going to give them both, particularly because Geelong's due for a fall.
Ooh, okay. D1 men. This game really is a who cares cup. Doesn't mean much. LTU in 11th take on Melbourne Uni in 5th on Saturday night. Forget the game. The after party, the students are out. Should be an absolute corker.
Yeah, my prediction is
game
a lot of happy
start.
educators.
Game
That's all
start.
it is, mate.
D1 women, Warrandyte in 2nd take on Mildura in 3rd on Saturday night.
Once again, outstanding coach at Mildura.
They'll get up. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Good on you, thanks. D2 men, top 4 showdown. Chelsea 1st, Latrobe City 4th. There's the first one.
Yep. Mark Perotta, the Mark Perotta Cup, is that what? No, it's not called that. Latrobe City have to bounce back, mate. I'm going to go for the outsider there and back them.
Keilor 3rd, Mornington 2nd.
I'll go with Mornington.
Mark Perotta's after you. D2 women, McKinnon in 1st, Western Port 3rd, Saturday night.
McKinnon.
Yeah, they're on a roll. D3 men, top 4 showdown, Melton in 2nd, Mildura 1st.
I'm going Mildura.
Camberwell third, Warrandyte fourth. Both games Saturday night.
I'm going Camberwell.
Youth League 1 men, Diamond Valley, Melbourne. First versus second on Sunday. Now, this should be an absolute beauty.
Good talent on the court there, mate. I'll go with DV.
Youth League 2 men, good on you. Altona first, Keilor fourth on Saturday. Altona should get this.
Altona should absolutely get it.
And finally, the big one in Youth League women, Waverley in second, Eltham in third. This game on Sunday should be very close.
Eltham.
That's all the big games for this week. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Big V basketball. That's Inside Big V. See you next week.